Yes. Send over those client files to my secretary and I'll view them when I have the time. No, I'll view them if I have the time. You cannot rely on me to fix all of your mistakes, especially such simple ones that should have never been made. Talk back to me again, and I will move half of your clients to Janice. Silence. Good. I'll call you if I find the time and energy to do so. Come in. Ah, what a nice face to see. Did you manage to read through some of the emails I forwarded you? I didn't mean to push so much work on you so suddenly, but as you can probably guess, a few employees have decided to forget how to do their jobs. So, as always, I'm here to clean up their mess. Really, though, what is up with these people? You'd think that they'd work hard to maintain a good reputation, a good work progress. But no, once they've been here long enough, they begin to slack, to cut corners, and when their clients complain, when my clients complain, they come crawling on their hands and knees for me to fix it and play little Mr. Nice. Some days I wish I wore heels so I could just impale them with them. Ah, my apologies. That was unprofessional of me. I'd never hurt any of my employees. Oh, yes, a coffee would be lovely. Not too much sugar, or I'll be up all night. Just enough to keep me going so that I could finish these last few documents. Oh, no, you don't have to stay late. Your work will still be here in the morning. Shit. It is. The weekend's tomorrow. Guess it's another weekend of work for me. Don't worry about me. I can see that look on your face. I'll be fine. I'll take a vacation once these employees have got their shit together and can manage 1 week without sending me emails begging me to fix their mistakes. It would actually be a lot more entertaining for them to actually come on their hands and knees to beg. It might make me want to actually help them if they did. Maybe I do need a break. It isn't too healthy to be this pent up in an office. You got any fun weekend plans? Maybe trying to maintain a social life? Not sure if anyone who works here does that, actually. Most workers I speak to just kind of return home and don't talk to anyone for 2 days to recharge, which, of course, I understand. I've gone back to my apartment and done nothing. And I wish I could, but someone has to run this place. Someone has to look through these files and make sure that this place won't fall apart. And, well, as the big boss I became that person by default. Sorry, I didn't intend to ramble on for so long. If you're finished with your work, you may leave. I don't want you staying here too long. You might burn yourself out and that would just create more work for me. Unless, of course, you had something to tell me, in which, spit it out. I have things to do, and I don't want to stay here all night. You, excuse you? You, huh? No. I'm not, I'm just taking time to process what's happened. Well, perhaps it would be good to make ourselves a deal then. Well, we both need a stress relief night, right? So, I'm proposing that we help each other out. You want a dom, and I want a way to get out all of my pent-up energy, to put it nicely. Maybe having a sub on hand would make it a lot easier to do some stress relief. How about we do a little interview, to see if you're right for the position? We can do a short trial run to see if you're the best pet for the job. Nothing too big or dramatic, just more simple sub stuff, sitting there and being obedient to me. It's not like we can go any further since I don't exactly have any equipment, unless you brought your own collar to work, in which case I'd be concerned about what you were doing bringing such a thing. Does that sound good to you? Of course, if you're uncomfortable, we can hold this little interview off until... Oh, alright then, of course. Then let's get right to it. How about to start off, you can get on your knees and crawl to me, all the way over to my desk, until you're right at my side, looking up at me. You can be my little pet. Good, pet. Now sit. Very good. Keep being a good little pet for me, and I just might give you a treat. Now, about this position. Are you going to be a good pet for me? Obedient? Obeying my every command, no matter where we are, no matter what the time is? Let's say if I called you on your lunch break and told you to crawl into my office wearing a cute little collar, carrying the leash in your mouth, would you comply? Very good, Pat. Are you gonna call me your owner? Your master? Maybe even your highness. I'll have to decide whichever one sounds sweeter coming out of your mouth. This is a rather nice sight. My secretary looking up at me. A cute, bashful face on them. Is this what you hope to get? From asking your boss to be your dom? Am I fulfilling a new fantasy that you have? I know that a man in a suit is a turn on for quite a few people, and I can appreciate one myself, but I never thought I'd have my own coworkers willing to get on their knees for me. Do you like the suit? Is that what made you first fall for me? Or perhaps you just have a thing for men in power. What was that? Go on, puppy. Speak up. Ooh, I like the name puppy. That suits you well. My obedient puppy, you're going to sit nice and pretty beside me whilst I work, aren't you? Maybe if you're well behaved, you could even sit on my lap. Or on my desk. But that's only if you're a very good puppy. Now go on, sweetheart. Tell me what made you want to ask me to be your dom, to be your master. What have I done to have you crawling on your knees to me? Oh, good puppy. That is very good. Now, are you going to be a good pet for me like this all the time? Or am I going to have to prepare a few punishment tools for when you act up? Good little pet. Now, can you be a good pet and sit there whilst I finish up my work? Or should I leave this until the weekend to have more fun with my new toy? You're right. Why not combine both? Here, sit under my desk, and as soon as I finish up this work, I can make good use of my new pet. Comfortable? Very good. Be nice and quiet now. Don't want anyone walking in and discovering you now, do we? And if you distract me, I'll just take it longer, and then you'll wait longer to be played with. That's a good puppy. Hello everyone, it's Prince Kairo, and thank you all so much for listening to another one of my audios. If you enjoyed it, please consider checking out more, smashing that like button, and hitting subscribe. Special thank you goes out to all of my patrons, especially that of my precious pets. Creek, Michelle, Vinuin, Toka, Nikki Pele, Hybrid Sisters, Luna, Ciandre, Ann Adventure, and Lucy Scott Rushton. Thank you all so much for all that you do for me, be a patron or not. If you want audios early or not safe for work extras, be sure to check out my Patreon. I've been Prince Kairo, and remember that your prince loves you all. Mwah.